Alright guys, I am going to talk to you a little bit about Unit 7 and arrays today. So I went ahead and created my project file for arrays, and it auto-generated my class file, which is also called arrays. So all this is in the package, which you can see here. It auto-generated my add author. I always like to put the name of the file, so arrays.java, just so I know. This is for the Java doc. I'm going to get rid of that just for space reasons. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about arrays today, just to reiterate what we discussed. So when you make an array, you got to decide what type you want. So for instance, if I want to make an int array, I could go ahead and just say int, and then name it, how about integer array? And remember, the brackets indicate that it is array, and then we say new int, and then brackets again. Alright, so it's mad at me right now because we haven't actually indicated what size our array should be. See, we've got array dimension missing up on our screen. So what we want to do, why don't I just do everything of array size 5. Alright, so it's going to hold 5 integers inside my array. Alright, so just to show you another example, what if I want a string array? Well, if I want a string array, I just indicate that it's a string, and then string array, and then I put my brackets, equals new string, and I'm also going to make this one hold 5. Alright, so what we got to remember is that when we hold 5, it's actually only holding the indexes for indexes 0 through 4, even though it holds 5 total variables. Hello, Mr. Field. Hello, Mr.
Tee-hee-hee.
So anyway, if I want to put something into these arrays, now I just have to name the array, and then inside the brackets indicate the index, and then store something in the array. So for this array, it's called integer array, and then I'm just going to store it in the first spot. So how about, I guess let's do even numbers. So let's go with 2. Alright, I'm a programmer, we're lazy, that's why we program, so I'm just going to copy and paste this, right? So, and 5. Alright, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, and then I told you I wanted to do even 4, 6, 8, and 10. Looks good to me. Alright, so now I have this integer array that's of size 5, which means indexes 0 through 4. Alright, and I've stored 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 into it. Alright, so let's just say I want to print these out. So I'm going to create a for loop, and I'm just going to make it easy. Let's leave that condition blank for now. And I'm going to hit enter. Alright, so now we're set up here where I got to figure out what my condition is going to be where the loop breaks. So I want to go to the end of my array. So if my array is 5 is the length, well, I can just actually type integer array dot length. Alright, so if I start at 0 and go up to 5, but I'm not equal to 5, that'll mean it'll end after we run 4. So that works. If I had started at 1 here, I would make this equal to 5, etc. Alright, so if I system.out.println, and I could even get creative and say the first let's see, intervals of even numbers, and then I'll just plus, and then the value of integer array at I, right? So it'll start with 0, then the next round it'll be at the index of 1, index of 2, 3, 4, and so on. So let's just run this to see what it gives us. Remember the green play button. So intervals of even numbers, and I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, the reason why is because 0 gives us 2, and every time I changes, we increase each one here. So pretty cool, right? So we can use arrays to store a series of like variables. So I guess I should play around with the string array, right? So same type of thing. If I say string array at index 0, let's see, bubblegum. Oh, it's a string, remember. Got to keep my double quotes. Bubblegum. Cool. Alright. Lazy, right? Lazy programmer. So I'm going to hit copy and 5. Alright. Go back down here. Change 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that gives us 5 total, right? I'm going to drag this down. Alright, just because we don't need to see it. So, you know, maybe I'll say, oh, everybody loves Control-Z. Maybe I'll just say this one is called the. Make this one is, and make this one very, and this one good, right? So I could put a print statement together that's like system.out.println, and I could say, you know, let's just pick one. The string array at, I don't know, let's go with 3. Alright, and then plus, and I'm going to put a space in between it just so we can see the words separated. So just like that. And string array, let's go with 0. How about 0? So the string array, and then we'll do our, see, I'm going to copy this, guys, because I'm going to keep using that space. So right there. Alright, string array at, I don't know, let's do 1 now. Then string array at 4. And then string array at, I guess we're missing 2. So, got a bunch of words. I'm going to print them all out and see what it gives us. So when I print it, oh, it gives us the bubblegum good, very good. I wanted it to say the bubblegum is very good. Oh, but I used 2 twice, right? So this one should have been 1. The bubblegum is very good. So the bubblegum is very good because I changed that from 2 to 1. Alright, so you can see now how I'm calling each index to get the word associated to it out of the array. Alright, so let me just show you one little thing. So what if we do string array of 5, right, is equal to eggs. Why not? Alright, so remember we made this length 5, but this means indexes go from 0 to 4, right? So this should give us some problem because 5 does not exist because our string only goes from 0 to 4. So when I run this, good old Java and their debugger gets there and it realizes index out of bounds once it hits 5. Alright, so it does print some stuff, but overall it fails just because I've created this. Alright, and it tries to reference it at some point and it realizes there's an index out of bounds. That's kind of an introduction to arrays. That's all I want to give you. I'm going to make another video later that shows you how to use a scanner with arrays, and I use a for loop to go through the scanners to store into different parts of arrays. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me any comments or questions if you've got them. Alright, thanks.